March the 1st, 2020 was Inter Miami's first ever professional game, and look at them now. Inter Miami, co-owned by the legendary David Beckham, have rapidly become one of the most talked about football clubs in the world. In just a few short years since its inception in 2020, the team has managed to attract some of the biggest names in global football. How have this American team lured some of the greatest players of this generation with all the other lucrative offers on the table, such as from the Saudi, Chinese and Qatari leagues? Messi's immediate presence in South Florida was nothing short of a game changer. Prior to his signing, Inter Miami was struggling near the bottom of the MLS league. However, with Messi's introduction, the team immediately saw an uptick in form. His debut came in the Leagues Cup, a competition between MLS and Liga MX teams, and Messi's influence was felt immediately. He scored a stunning free kick in his first match against Cruz Azul, leading the team to a 2-1 victory late in the game. Spectacular scenes on his debut. That goal was just the beginning of what would become an incredible run for Inter Miami in the competition. Messi went on to score several key goals, helping the club win the Leagues Cup in August 2023, their first ever major trophy. It was like a new manager's bounce, but just much more effective. His leadership on the field was undeniable. In addition to his goals, Messi's vision and playmaking ability lifted the performance of his teammates, especially Venezuelan star Josef Martinez, who had struggled with form before Messi's arrival. Messi's tactical intelligence and creative flair made Miami a much more dangerous team, with his ability to control the tempo and make decisive passes, elevating the team's overall quality. Beyond the pitch, Messi's signing brought an unprecedented level of global attention to Inter Miami and the MLS. The Argentine icon's presence in Miami created an international buzz, with fans flocking to games from around the world to witness him play. Ticket sales skyrocketed, and the demand for merchandise featuring Messi's name and number was overwhelming. In fact, Miami's home games became a major spectacle, drawing crowds that exceeded stadium capacity on several occasions. Messi, with the help of future stars who would join the league, would push the MLS up the viewership rankings. MLS views have multiplied by 10 times since the signing of the Argentinian legend. The MLS is even the sixth most watched league in the world in 2024 due to the effect of these players, averaging over 2 million views a game. Messi's signing also helped establish Inter Miami as a leading brand in the global sports market. His deal with the club was accompanied by strategic partnerships with major global companies like Adidas and Apple, further solidifying the club's position on the world stage. For the MLS, Messi's arrival was a monumental event that underscored the league's growing appeal, particularly among international audiences. His presence has undoubtedly accelerated the league's reputation as a destination for global superstars. As the 2023 MLS season unfolded, Messi's impact continued to be felt in the league's regular season. Under coach Gerardo Tata Martino, Messi helped Inter Miami mount a dramatic late-season push for the playoffs. Miami's performance in the MLS was significantly improved, and the club secured a spot in the post-season, a remarkable turnaround from where they stood before Messi's arrival. Although they fell short of winning the MLS Cup, the team's ascent from the bottom of the standings to playoff contention demonstrated the transformative power Messi had on the squad, and of course, the future signings of the club. To understand Inter Miami's rise and the influx of big-name players, we must first go back to the man whose vision birthed the club, David Beckham. A global icon both on and off the pitch, Beckham's move to the MLS in 2007 with LA Galaxy marked a pivotal moment for American soccer. At the time, Beckham was one of the most famous footballers in the world, and his decision to play in the United States inevitably helped raise the profile of the MLS. It was a statement that the league was ready to embrace international stars, and Beckham's success in the league demonstrated that it was possible to build a career in North America without sacrificing the competitive nature of top-flight European football. When Beckham was granted the option to become a part owner of a new MLS franchise in 2014, it was clear that he had a larger vision than just being a player for a few years and picking up a nice pay packet. Inter Miami CF, as it would come to be known, was designed to be a global brand, a club that would transcend the typical American soccer experience by leveraging Beckham's global network and appeal. The decision to create a club in Miami, a city known for its diverse population, vibrant culture, and international connections, was strategic. Miami was seen as a perfect location to attract top players from around the world, particularly from South America and Europe. Beckham's reputation played a key role in giving the club an immediate, high-profile platform with fans and the media. But beyond his personal star power, Beckham also, of course, had a deep understanding of the footballing world and the unique position of MLS. By creating a team that could compete both on the pitch and in terms of its global brand appeal, he positioned Inter Miami as a destination for players who were looking for something more than just a paycheck, players looking to create something and leave a legacy in America. Miami has always had a reputation for being an international hub of culture, entertainment, and sport. This cosmopolitan atmosphere has made it an attractive destination not only for vacationers, but also for high-profile athletes looking for a change of pace or a place to grow their brand. Inter Miami were able to tap into this cultural magnetism to draw attention from some of the biggest players in the sport. Miami's appeal extends beyond the soccer world. The city is a melting pot of cultures, particularly South American, and the influence of soccer in these regions is immense. Players from countries like Argentina, Brazil, and Colombia have long been drawn to the city's cultural familiarity, making it an ideal place for Inter Miami to market itself to international stars. The presence of Spanish-language media, a large number of soccer fans, and the city's sunny weather all contributed to a sense of comfort for international players who could easily see Miami as a second home. The city's appeal also extends to the nightlife, luxury, and lifestyle that Miami offers. The city is synonymous with glamour and high-end living, which makes it an attractive destination for players nearing the end of their careers who are looking for a comfortable and prestigious environment. The opportunity to live in Miami while playing for a world-class soccer team was an enticing proposition. Of all these signings that Inter Miami have made, none have been as impactful as the acquisition of Lionel Messi in 2023. The signing of Messi, arguably one of, if not the greatest players of his generation, and arguably one of the two greatest players to ever walk the earth, sent shockwaves through the soccer world and solidified Inter Miami's place as a global power in the sport. We all saw Messi's exit interview when he announced that he would be leaving Barcelona, and it was full of tears. He evidently didn't really want to go, but with the help of former teammate Neymar and, of course, a huge pay packet, Leo agreed to stay in Europe and move to PSG. First, it's important to note that Beckham and Inter Miami's ownership group had been working on this for years. When Messi's contract with PSG expired in 2023, rumours swirled about where the Argentine superstar might go. Inter Miami were not the only club interested in signing him. High-profile European clubs like Barcelona and Manchester City also made overtures. So, how did the club manage to convince Messi to leave his long-time European home at FC Barcelona and then PSG and make the move to the United States? Well, Messi's decision to join Inter Miami was influenced by a number of factors, including his relationship with Beckham. Messi and Beckham had developed a strong friendship over the years. Beckham, who had long been an admirer of Messi's abilities, had often spoken about his desire to bring the Argentine to the MLS. But beyond the relationship, there were practical reasons too why Messi saw Miami as the right fit for the next stage of his career. At the age of 36, Messi was no longer in the prime of his career, but he still had a desire to compete at a high level. While the European leagues could offer him competitive football, he had completed European football, winning the Champions League 4 times, and he was also looking for a fresh challenge that would allow him to continue to compete while also transitioning into a new phase of his life. The MLS, with its growing profile, provided the perfect balance, a competitive league, but one that also offered more flexibility in terms of workload and travel demands. Another key factor in Messi's decision was the opportunity to build a legacy in the United States. Messi had already conquered Europe, winning countless trophies with Barcelona and PSG, but in many ways the MLS presented a new frontier for him to explore. By moving to Inter Miami, Messi could become a trailblazer for the league, drawing attention to its potential and inspiring future generations of American players. He understood the significance of his decision to help grow the game in a country where football had long been secondary to other sports. As is often the case with elite players, the financial aspects of the deal were also a major factor. While the specifics of Messi's contract have not been fully disclosed, reports suggest that the deal included a lucrative salary as well as potential equity in the team. This package was designed to make him not only one of the highest paid players in the MLS, but also a key stakeholder in the club's long-term success. Messi's move to Inter Miami also came with opportunities beyond just playing soccer. His global brand appeal made him an ideal ambassador for the league, and his signing was expected to bring a significant increase in media rights deals, sponsorships, and merchandise sales. In this sense, Inter Miami were able to offer Messi an opportunity to expand his influence both on and off the pitch. Messi's arrival at Inter Miami set a domino effect in motion. Once Messi had signed with the club, other elite players began to follow. This is the power of having a star player like Messi. He becomes a magnet, drawing in other talent who want to play alongside him and share in the glory of playing in such a high-profile environment. In the summer of 2023, Inter Miami also secured the signing of former Barcelona teammates Luis Suarez, Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets, all players in the latter stages of their careers, but who saw the opportunity to join Messi in Miami as a chance to not only continue competing, but to also shape the future of the MLS, and with old friends too. Inter Miami's strategy of bringing in established stars while also cultivating young talent has been central to its rise. The club's management have made astute signings in the transfer market, including the acquisition of young, promising players alongside seasoned professionals. This blend of experience and youth has allowed Inter Miami to create a squad capable of challenging for titles while also building for the future. By leveraging their brand, their connections, and their vision for the future, Inter Miami have become a destination club for top-tier talent. The club's strategy of signing star players with international appeal has transformed the way that the MLS is viewed worldwide. Once considered a retirement league for aging superstars, the MLS is now seen as a legitimate and attractive option for players just past their prime. The future of the MLS and Inter Miami is brighter than ever.